I did the one show with him. Well, actually, I did an impromptu show when he showed up during the Iron Sheik roast. I wasn't fond of Scott that night. But subsequently, when we did a planned show, it was fine. But my one other...
But Scott wasn't wrong on that night.
Well, we don't have to debate that now. Wasn't wrong to show up on a platform, before the Owen joke, he was destroying the vibe of the show. So the Owen joke is one thing.
All right, but I'm just saying though that Scott was very protective of the business. I think that with him being fucked up, and if somebody, especially if he looked up there and saw that it wasn't people.
It was a comic. That
were
said it. So yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
but
not a worker, so
anyway.
it's like you don't have like.
Let me tell you I don't want to badmouth Scott. It was a bad night for Scott, but before the Owen thing.
Well, but you're going to talk about Owen, where he fucking was over in Germany. You don't know, so it's just I want to make sure that you understand that Scott and Owen spent a lot of time together, living in Germany and wrestling for Otto, and their wives lived in fucking these little trailers with them, and they went caravanning from town to town. And
That I
Owen and
understand.
them were like brothers.
That I
and it's
understand.
just fucking.
It was the shenanigans prior to that joke that frustrated
I wasn't
me
there.
that
I don't
night
know.
as a producer of a large event. Anyway, my favorite Scott.
Oh, so you had fucking. You didn't tell me you had money.
Yeah, it was our show. It was our show.
Well, fuck, I didn't know that.
A very funny thing, though, to further cement.
Not that money matters.
To further cement what I've said about to be a good producer, you generally have to be a bad human being. As Scott has this guy pinned against the wall and security's up there pulling every way, I can be seen on the camera running up to the stage with a release in my hand so that Scott can sign it before he gets arrested. Just how the mind works. So, but no, my favorite Scott moment was I had to drive to South Jersey somewhere, to some shore town, to rescue you from some godforsaken event they were keeping you too long there for. And Scott was also there, and I think he was signing beside you. You guys were set up next to each other. Yeah. And you had called me, and you were a little upset with the accommodation, so I ran down. I was concerned getting you out.
I wouldn't have been able to make it to your, because it was like, it was also the fact that you were going to get fucked. No, they were fucking me, and then they were going to fuck you. So
But I came in and I went to you. I went
to
to
the
you
heat for it
first, obviously, because I had to say, Kev, I got it taken care of. Oh. But I guess I walked by Scott, and he goes, "Whoa!" He goes, you go to him and you don't say hi or anything to me. Like, you don't have to talk to me, but like, not a hi. Kev, I got you a car. I was like, dude, I'm sorry, Scott. It was great. He was a figure that is always going to be mentioned, in not just because he was in the Kliq. I mean, you guys have cemented your position as a group together in the business, but Scott would have stood alone, with or without the Kliq, and I think he's one of those guys you would have been talking about forever, whether he was.
Dean Martin would have done fine without the Rat Pack.
Unfortunately, he gets the Dean example with the glass, but we'll call him Sammy. Sammy would have been fine without the rest of the boys. Do you do anything? Not to be too personal, but like, do you believe in, like, do you pray? Do you talk to Scott? Is there?
I talk to him. I just talk to him.